Looking back over our past records, we came across a strange story. A story, whether you believe it or not, will leave you wondering. It all started one October evening about 12 years ago, and we were called out to investigate a UFO crash in a nearby meadow. Having arrived at the scene, Bill decided to call out.
Hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? You better come out, because I am a policeman.
No sooner had Bill finished speaking when a body fell out of the alien ship. From the moment the body hit the floor, Bill knew that the alien needed help.
Help, help, I need help.
There was nothing more that we could do that day, so we decided to go home. A few days later, we made an arrangement to meet up with the alien to find out what he was doing on this planet. As we entered the room, we noticed there was no sign of the alien.
Hello?
Bill shouted out.
You better come out, because I am a policeman.
Just then, we heard footsteps. After we calmed the alien down, he began to tell us his story. He told us that his name was Harry Shortknob. Amongst the stars lies a blue-coloured planet known by the name of the Transfit Exchange. And like most living populations in the universe, whether it be animals, alien or humans, it needs to reproduce to survive. And life on this planet was no different. Harry was assigned to the blue planet a number of years ago by a scientific research group called NUTS. Harry's job was to observe life on other planets. He went on to say that this planet contained two forms of life. Bloody Mary, which of course was the female of the species, and Dick and Tom, which was the male. The head of the planet was the king. The king was a good king. He wanted his population to grow. With a large population growth, the king was making so much money through taxes that he just didn't need any more. The king had made a large amount of money and a large population that was now surplus to requirements. He needed a plan to reduce the numbers, while at the same time looking as if he was a caring king. days later, the king came up with a plan. He was going to brainwash his population unconsciously through TV and radio shows. Not long after the brainwashing by the media machine, the king's plan has started to work. The population was now questioning who they were, what they were there for, what could they do. Their minds were now open to any form of suggestion. The king's plan had started to work. All the population had started to question who they were. They didn't know if they were male or female, vegetable or mineral, Jack or Jill, Bill or Ben. The king's plan has succeeded. So the transformation of one sex into another began. After a few months, the long process of change had been completed. The male had now lost his dick, but has now gained a cat. And Mary had now lost her cat and gained a dick. Some years later, Harry noticed that the population of the male and female were now extinct. But this wasn't the end. The burger had created a tree. A tree that could create the perfect living thing. Harry told her at this stage of the story he did not want to continue, so we thought we'd better leave it for another day.